vampire infections.
Wow.
Whites only.
What?
And human compost.
Human cockpost.
Compost.
Compost.
There's only one place that's still segregated in the whole entire world.
All right, for our first story, vampire infections. There have been 2 confirmed HIV, people that have contracted HIV after getting these vampire facials at this particular spot.
What's a vampire facial?
I thought vampires got infected.
Wait, and the new one?
In New Mexico.
What's a vampire
It's
facial?
where they take your blood and they spin it in a thing, they put it back on your face, and it's supposed to like rejuvenate your skin and stuff.
Your own blood, though.
Your own blood.
So
Yeah.
how do you get
Kim
HIV?
Kardashian made it popular back in 2013.
That means the tools, the instruments are contaminated.
Oh, because I thought people were doing that with their fucking PMS. Remember that?
What?
Oh, that was just like
The
that
menstrual
one
blood?
weird girl that was doing
The
that.
one weird girl did that.
The PMS, not the PMS, the blood.
Yeah.
Menstrual, just the MS.
The MS.
Yeah.
PMS is premenstrual. Okay. Whoops.
Yes.
Whoops. I fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. How dare you not know about
I should know this. I should know this. It's so important.
Oh, it really is though.
Joe, pussy blood.
Pussy blood. There we go. PBS.
Yeah, PMS week and period week are completely different attitudes. Like it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's all crazy to me.
So this spa, it's called VIP Spa in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Yeah, so now the Department of Health is warning people that if you ever got a vampire facial or any type of facial that required like, you know, needles or any sort of way that you can contaminate yourself with this stuff, which is HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C, then to go in and get a free testing because there have been 2 confirmed HIV.
Yikes.
Devastating.
You go in trying to be beautiful, you leave with AIDS.
That's a really good slogan for them. Come in trying to be beautiful. You'll leave with AIDS.
They didn't pay for that. They
That's
didn't
why
want
that shit.
AIDS.
That's why that shit's so scary though. Like,
It didn't turn into AIDS yet though, right? It's HIV first.
I even freak out when I'm getting like a pedicure, manicure, because I'm like, I need to make sure that shit's sterile, because I'm not trying to catch.
You gotta make sure they get that shit out of that blue shit. You know what I'm saying?
it's so scary.
Yes, I get so
man.
scared. Like I'm that sensitive.
You need to get that light. Fucking put that shit
Blue
on.
light? Joe's the one sterilizing the tools. I put the light on it.
So they're not.
You shouldn't have got HIV.
Well, I don't know exactly what they were doing, but they were just saying that they were practicing like unsafe practices.
Lazy asses
Because
is what I
it's supposed
call
to
them.
be from your own blood.
Yeah, exactly, your own blood.
So does that mean all the employees now should get HIV for fair and squares?
Well, it's just this one spa owner, and so they're saying that she didn't even have a license,
Oh Lord.
So maybe the whole spa should get HIV.
I guess.
Well, definitely they're gonna get sued and she's gonna lose everything.
Yep.
2 people?
Yeah, 2 people.
Your life
140
is
and up.
changed forever.
Yeah, you might die.
Well, now it's not as bad because I've heard people.
Like treatments.
Yeah, treatments
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, but what does it do for your sex life though?
Like Magic Johnson lived like.
Well, he just cleaned his blood out till it was all gone. So if you have enough money, you could get here.
blood transfusion.
And he got fat. He's the only guy with HIV that got fat.
Yup.
That's true.
That's
How do you gain weight on HIV?
magic.
Magic. He is magic. Wait, isn't he cured of it though?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he
He
is.
cleared out all of his blood, so he kept on getting blood transfusions, and it just.
I didn't know that it was even possible to cure HIV.
And he got it cured when it was like what, in the 90s, right?
No, he got it cured recently. I think it came out
It
recently.
was like maybe like 8 or.
He's been going through
Yeah, he's been going through treatments for a long.
He got diagnosed in the 90s and he's been doing treatments for over a couple decades.
Yeah.
I remember my mom had to explain to me what HIV was when I was like 6 because they were talking about Magic Johnson and I guess he got cut on the court and like everyone was scared to go close to him and like she was telling me about it and I was like, that's so crazy.
That's probably why he was so good at basketball. Everyone's like, ooh,
No one wanted to guard him.
he's fucking making these shots. Nobody wants to guard him and shit. He got AIDS, man.
The whole procedure, though, it's supposed to rejuvenate your skin.
What do? They poke a million holes?
Yeah, so they like extract blood from your face,
Yeah.
and then
By poking holes?
they put in a
Put in a
centrifuge to do
Separate the.
Like platelets?
yeah, to separate the plasma, and then they use that to inject it back in.
I don't trust nobody.
It's supposed to be
do blood
boosting
shit.
the turnover of skin cells, but they're saying that the benefits are disputed. So I don't know.
If they're not doctors, I don't trust him to fucking do blood shit with me.
Yeah, that's scary.
Like, I don't want anything that's
I don't
just-
like blood shit.
There's too much hearsay about it. You know what I mean? It needs to be like just a proven fact. Like, if you do this, this is the result. It can't just be like, there's a chance it might work.
Well, I mean, but we're already taking like multivitamins, right? Like that's kind of hearsay. Like who's really?
But multivitamins do work for people who don't have a variation in their diet.
Well,
Can someone explain this to Steve? Because we had a huge argument about it. I was like, yeah, well, you should take vitamins because he was constantly getting sick.
He's a stubborn guy, though.
I know. Really?
You know what
oh
you
my
should say?
god.
You should be like, don't take anything. You look so fuckable right
Well, he
now.
has a cough that hasn't gone away for like forever, and I'm like, you should take vitamins because you're always getting sick. And he's like, vitamins are bullshit, and he goes off on his rant about how vitamins are bullshit. I'm like, he's like, did you know that like you should be getting all that from food? I'm like, yeah, if you eat a varied diet, but you don't. You eat like one food a day, like that's
One food.
it's the same food over.
Is it a hot dog?
It's just chicken. It's frozen chicken.
Frozen chicken and Monster.
That's all he eats. That's all that guy eats.
Yeah, so like if you eat food, right, it's supposed to be like more readily bioavailable.
Yes.
So if you are having a varied diet, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat the rainbow and all that stuff.
Maybe you should take some multivitamins.
Some supplements. And I just suggested maybe he should take some supplements. And he's like, I took a blood test 7 years ago and I'm fine.
A lot can change in 7 years.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I wish you were there. No one's on my side when I'm arguing this man. He's like arguing with a wall.
Fuck, that's frustrating.
You gotta have more science.
And then he goes, you know, you could get vitamins from the sun and from water. I'm like, then you should go outside and drink water. You never do those things either.
I saw how much he drinks. This is how much he drank.
And he goes, I drink so much water. And
He drank this much water.
In 4 days.
that's how much he thinks is a lot of water, though, too. Oh, no.
I understand what he's saying because he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not doing the stuff that he says. Yeah. That's so fucking funny. He goes, you could get it all from all the very diets. He goes, but you ate a Hot Pocket today. It's like,
That's exactly what
He's like, yeah, it has protein, it has fat.
and a Monster Energy drink. That's what he
and he's gonna show you all the vitamins
I
in the
know.
Monster. Do you see this right
See
here?
all these vitamins?
I love that guy, dude. He's
I'm like, I have to pay your hospital bills. Please just take a vitamin supplement.
Oh shit. You should sneak it in. when he
Yeah, like
doesn't
put a
know.
powder in his Monster.
Yeah.
Because of B12.
I just don't like the way it makes my pee look like neon green.
You know what I found out? If you get a high quality one, it doesn't come out neon.
That's good. That means
It's not being
going in your
absorbed,
body
yeah, because it's
more.
not being absorbed. When you pay for the expensive ones, that doesn't happen.
How do you get the expensive ones?
You just buy
You
it.
got a hookup?
Just buy it.
No, I've been paying. So I used to buy
can
like
look
this
up for you.
cheap ass like bodybuilding.com one. So I was like, I'll just get everything I need. And it's
The multivitamin one?
Yeah, it's like $7 for like a 3-month supply, and then my pee is just highlighter all the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
time. And then now I have this more expensive one, and
But where'd you get that?
onit.com.
I tried it too. I don't know if it was placebo, but I did feel better on it.
That's awesome.
All right, moving on to the next.
Better get a
story.
sponsored post immediately.
I know,
for
right?
That shit was tight.
This recruitment firm, they faced a lot of backlash because on the job description of what they were looking for,
Oh.
it says preferably Caucasian.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
What?
Is it for the branding of the place? Because if it's like a Renaissance fair, you can't be having like an Indian guy and like a Chinese guy.
You do though.
The rest of it says who has a good technical background.
What if they were casting? What if they were casting for like actors for Nazis?
No, they're not. It's not an actor.
What if it's for the KKK then?
We're like, hey, we're looking for roles of German descent.
Why would they say that? What was their
know.
defense?
So they said that they immediately fired whoever was responsible for that.
That person does not make their own decision.
What the hell?
There's a higher up that was like, make sure they're white. And he goes, okay, well, fuck, how do I write?
I want to know the
Well,
reasoning
they
though.
said the people responsible.
I just want to know why.
So it could have been
because,
multiple people.
Because there's got to be a reasoning behind it, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure what happened was like they had a conversation. They're like, "Hey, let's try to get some more white people in here." And the person was supposed to internalize that, but instead they were, "Well, let's put this right in the job description."
Yeah, because they did say that both of the owners are Indian Americans and their workforce is over 60% minority.
That's what I was thinking, like a minority, and they're like, hey, we need some more white people in here, man.
Yeah, and so they're saying that they are certified as a diversity supplier by the National Minority
It's so funny. So it was an Indian guy that was like, We have too many
Minorities.
Yeah. We need some white people in here to make it fair. And he was trying to be fair, and then people were like, "That's racist."
That's funny.
Because we used to do that too when we used to shoot skits. Since most of our friends were Asians, we're like,
Yeah, we're like, we need diversity.
yeah, we're gonna diverse this place up a little bit. So
Yeah, but we never wrote like white people only.
No, but when we did it in the casting process. We didn't like put that out, but
See, it all depends on intent because they're trying to be diverse by hiring white people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's diversity for JK because there aren't that many white people are the minority as our cast.
Yeah.
So then that's diversity for us, right?
Yeah. But that's not the first thing people think when they see that.
Diverse, yeah.
Yeah, they think
They're trying.
it's a
You're trying to.
white company that that's why I'm like, what?
they should have just kept it in the process where you have all these people applying, and then if you want the white person or whatever, then you just
That's how people do it.
I think that's what was supposed to happen. I think it was a conversation that they had.
We're just too lazy.
And it was like, Gupta, make sure they're white.
Maybe this person's like foreign.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know the history behind.
Everybody's brown. I don't want them to be brown. Maybe white. And he was like, okay, why not?
I don't want to see another Indian face again.
Yeah, if they are brown, let it go down. Flush it down. I don't want it.
But yeah, so obviously that sparked a lot of backlash.
They do that shit in China. They specifically look for white people to hire, and it's like they don't even have to have the skills or anything. They just want a white guy in a suit. So then when they
It looks legit.
so then when they do like tours of like their corporate center or whatever with other businesses, they could be like, and here are the white people that work for our companies, and then they're just pretending that they're working.
What sucks is now 4 Indian guys got fired because they posted that they want a white guy. Because you would think like 4 white guys got fired, but now it's 4 Indian guys.
We were just trying to be inclusive.
This is what you get for diversity?
I know.
That's funny. Okay, moving on to our last story. In Washington, they have passed a bill to become the first state to compost human bodies.
What?
Wait, bodies or shit?
The state legislator passed the bill, and it will only go into effect if it's signed by the governor. But yeah, so they're pretty much allowing human bodies to be composted.
Like cadavers or like dookie?
No, like
Human
a
bodies. Cadavers.
Like once you pass, instead of cremation or instead of being buried and like embalmed and being in like this very expensive casket, and that's not great for the environment.
They
This
just put
way,
you in soil? What do they do?
they
That's
don't-
revolutionary.
Yeah, so-
Holy shit.
Can you imagine you have some potting soil and it says made from real human?
That's fucking crazy.
So it will cost about $5,500, which is more than cremation, but less than a burial in a casket.
Why would you want to do
They put microbes into this large vessel that's about 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide, and it will fit a single body with alfalfa, straw, and wood chips. And over the course of 30 days, temperatures in the vessel will rise to 150 degrees, which then the decomposition destroys the body. It says along with most pathogens and pharmaceuticals, and it will be safe for you to use as soil.
What? But who could do it morally?
That makes it so sterile. I was thinking like a real compost pile with trash and worms and dirt, and you just get a fucking dead body and you throw it in there too.
But I would love that. I would love to die that way and then have my shit and then have my kids use it in their...
And they make flowers and you're like, Dad's under there.
Not flowers.
And then they move.
The original plan is that I wanted to be connected to the bottom of a fruit tree, and I wanted to be grown, and then all my grandchildren would have to eat me.
There was a JK article we did where like they thought the fig tree, this like fig tree grew out of this guy's body.
I would fucking love that, dude. And it's like forever your grandpa's with you because you ate.
If this gets popular, then you can do that.
I would love that. Or I want to be compressed into a diamond.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do with my. Well, I don't want to talk about my cats, but yeah.
Yeah, so you could compress them into a little diamond, and then I want my children to have it in their front tooth. Right there for the rest of their life.
What kind of ghetto ass kids are you gonna have?
I don't think you can make your kids do that.
I want to be donated to the bodies exhibit so that millions of people can point at my dick.
I hated that exhibit.
Yeah.
It felt so.
I still think about it from time to time while I'm eating.
You know that right after.
Why, dude?
Why while you're eating?
And I ordered a hot dog, and I had to slice the hot dog to eat.
Yeah.
it was hard to eat
It's
that.
because we went through the exhibit so fucking hungry.
I love that exhibit. I thought it was so
fucking
cool.
hungry. I know, it was dope. But then now I associate hunger with human bodies.
Wow.
It fucking sucks.
Very fickle.
Yeah, I didn't like the parts where they would slice them like this. Like, I didn't like that.
I didn't like any of it.
Weird.
That one was dope.
I thought it was all cool. Like all the ways they slice the human body so you can see how the brain looks like and like
Yeah.
in a different way. It was so cool.
You know, usually I'm able to tap
It's like a
into
picture of the
that.
body getting sliced.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
could
like-
usually tap into that, like when I worked in the hospital and I would see like actual organs and shit. I could tap into the, ooh, this is cool, this is science, medical stuff, whatever. But in that exhibit, it just, I felt so weird. I'm like, whoa, these are real people. They, at one point, they were alive. Like, I wanted to see that whole exhibit.
Was it because of the
but
Kenny
was,
G in the background?
What? No, that didn't affect me. But it was the fact that I knew that these were actual real human beings that had.
They were all Asian though.
You know what helped?
Everyone
it
had
helped
chinky
me
eyes.
do? It helped me think about every part of my body.
You know it's from the
Yeah,
Chinese
too.
dissidents, right?
What's the Chinese dissident?
It's like, well, I don't know, Steve always talks about it, but it's like basically prisoners of war, like, or,
That's
You know
what
the
made me feel
Falun
wrong.
Gong cult?
Because
Yeah.
Casey mentioned that.
The Falun Gong?
yeah.
Casey mentioned that as we were
Yeah.
entering. I think that's what stuck with me the entire time I walked through it.
Yeah.
So what? There was too many people talking.
So the Falun Gong cult is what they're mentioning.
Hey, so what? Say what's going on here?
I want to hear, but then there was like 10 people talking at once.
No, but your brain shut off right there.
The Falun Gong cult is a political group that is kind of persecuted, or they're banned in China. And then so the conspiracy behind it is they take these political prisoners, they kill them, and then they donate these bodies to the exhibit.
I know, that's why I felt like
Yeah.
shit walking through the whole thing. I'm like, oh my god.
And then there was that feed. Yeah.
And then there was a pregnant lady. I'm like, oh.
Do you think they were all Chinese?
They looked all Asian to me.
Yeah, they looked all
Even the little
Asian.
kid.
They got chinky eyes.
It didn't hit me that they were like my mind still separated it until I could see pubic hairs, and then I was like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, they had some fat pussies, huh? I was like, damn, that's a fat ass pussy. Damn, it was so thick. I was like, you dead and small, but your pussy's so fat. And then the dick, like, I was like, you guys,
That's a thick ass pussy.
it was thick. She had thick ass lips. I was like, damn, dude. So nasty.
She's all thinking about these dead prisoners. You're like, that's a thick pussy.
Even as he's saying that, I'm like, that was a
You remember what it looks like?
I know, I
like
see
a
it.
basketball. That shit was like a basketball.
Maybe it looks like that because the rest of her body got shriveled, and so her pussy looks fatter than it was when she was alive.
Maybe.
Maybe it was used to be proportionate.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thick.
I
was
just
like,
wish it was
damn.
all fake things. I didn't like that. It was
I
a real
didn't.
person.
How did you feel about the fetus one then?
That made me even more disturbed. I'm like, whoa.
I thought it was cute.
I really liked the fetus one because I'm like, oh, cool. So that's how big Taika was at like 8 weeks. How big he was at 4 weeks. It gave me way more appreciation of human body.
I can't look at like dead body shit, dude. Like even
Why? It's already dead.
It's just so nasty and it's too real.
Oh.
It's way too real. Like even when I was watching the show about obese people and they would cut them open to see what their livers look like for people who are morbidly obese, I was about to yak as I was watching.
I can't watch surgery shows.
Well, how do you cook and cut fish and meat and all
But
that?
that's different because I don't have an emotional connection. Even like a dog is still a dog. You're not a person.
I like dogs.
Yeah, I mean, if I see a dog cut open, I'm like, it's still a dog.
Comments.
But when I see a person, it's too this. It's just too personal.
Doesn't it make you go, wow, we're just like animals? That's what it does to me, where I see the
You're like 2
inside.
steps away from a serial killer.
I see the inside of the body and I'm like, pig rib, human rib. You look at the muscle fibers, it looks very similar. You look at just any muscle fiber and then you go prosciutto.
Joe's about to eat a human just to see for a science experiment.
Prosciutto?
He already said when he thinks of food.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That keeps getting more and more
Human now.
connected. It's like, it's just like a pig. What? What's the difference? We could eat it.
I just think humans got big egos. We're the flesh is just a vessel, but then the way that it's like we try to separate ourselves so much from the animal.
Because there's a lot that separates us.
Because we're like involved in our communities, we have families, we
We got cars that like drive themselves.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you any higher. what it should do is you should look at it and go, oh, we're actually a lot more closer to animals.
Because you're just saying like flesh is.
A lot of it is just ideas and being able to speak and being able to share thoughts.
And that's huge.
I don't think it makes us gods.
It makes us have an emotional connection. That's
Right.
that's why it's different looking at a human body than a pig body.
But animals do too. They just can't articulate and vocalize that.
Right. But humans don't always have that emotional connection to animals as they do to other humans because they don't have memories with that animal
Right.
that's on their plate. They don't have like that animal didn't invent a Tesla car, you know.
I don't know,
so
because that makes me feel closer to where, oh, I'm eating something that's like a human too now.
wait, what makes you feel better?
No. It makes me feel closer to animals.
God damn it, Joe, you're scaring me.
You don't? No. I mean, you're an animal lover. You should understand this.
Joe makes sense to me.
I don't eat animals
Because, okay, so this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is humans are so delusional because they want to refuse the fact that animals are very close to us, right? So you want to disconnect that it's food because you feel guilty.
Yeah, but
Where I feel like more at peace with myself when I come to terms with having the connection with my food. Like, oh, this is life that's being given to
The
me.
thing in the equation here is that we connect to it emotionally. You can't.
I do, and no. This is what I'm saying.
you're like me.
No, what I'm saying is like, don't you appreciate the creature more when you understand that it's closer to you than being a chicken nugget?
Yeah, but for us, then we go, oh fuck, that's why it's hard for me to eat it.
That's what. But so here's my point.
But you're
I'm
doing
saying
the
that-
opposite.
No. I'm saying yes. Because I'm coming to terms with it, right? You're in denial.
We're not.
We're not.
you
We
are.
know that it's close to right. 'Cause
Yeah.
No, but you're trying to refuse the fact. So then, because you feel guilty, right?
No.
What I'm trying to do is what?
No, we're not refusing the fact. Like for me, I always tell you I struggle with eating meat and I have to turn that shit off because I know how similar we are. And I'm like, damn, they feel pain, they have emotions, they have family, they have
We
love
feel
and shit, all
guilt
that.
because we realize we're so similar.
So they don't want to kill the
Right.
pig dad.
So that's what I'm saying though, is why is it that if you understand that, why are you trying to run away from that? I'm saying bring it closer to you. That's the only difference.
Make it okay morally to eat something similar.
Right, and then appreciate that this is giving you like nourishment.
That's not the reason though. I think we also, because we have an emotional attachment and we understand that they're similar, I think the way that they're dying is unethical and really fucked up.
And I don't disagree at all.
Right. So, but I'm just letting you know that that's another angle that
Like I wouldn't want to die that way.
What do you think I'm saying?
That we're very similar to animals.
yeah.
What am I saying that's different from what you're saying?
That we don't
That
accept.
we feel guilt and you don't.
Yeah. Right.
Right, and that's true, right?
Yeah.
an emotion. Back to what I was saying. We connected emotionally, but you don't.
Like since this animal's so similar to me, I wouldn't want to die the way that this animal died. That makes it really
No, but I feel exactly the same way. Here's my point. I'm saying that I do feel guilt, but I'm coming to terms with it to try to figure out why. Because it's a natural act, right? But instead of denying that emotion, I'm embracing that emotion. And then not only am I doing that part, I'm appreciating the animal now because I'm making the connection between human flesh and animal. Do you
But
understand?
that sounds like you're more denying the emotion than they are, though.
Because they're accepting the guilt and they're acting upon the guilt
Yeah.
by refusing the meat.
Right.
But I think for you, you're like, there is guilt. Let me reverse the guilt.
Yeah, so you're the one doing the denial part. Versus
How is that? No, I don't understand because one is appreciation and one is denial.
They're not denying it. They're like, okay, because this steak is so close to me, like my sister.
Yeah.
I'd rather just not.
Yeah. I just
eat
don't want.
it like
I don't even
But you're still eating it though.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. For me, for my specific situation, I have to turn that part of my brain off because then it's
See, so if you have to turn it off, that means you're in denial instead of appreciating it for what it is.
I don't think that goes hand in hand.
no.
So what do you mean by turning that part of your brain off?
Because I feel so connected to it, and because I feel like I can feel what the cow feels or the pig feels, and I know that fucking pigs are just as smart as dogs or even smarter, right? I have that connection to it. And because I know that they died in an unethical way, I'm like, fuck, I wish I didn't enjoy eating this.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree.
And that's why I became a vegetarian, because I'm like, damn, I can't reverse it and embrace it and not feel guilty.
So yeah, I'm not in denial. I'm just like, oh, I'm very much aware, and that's why I can't eat it.
Because I don't think the appreciation and denial thing goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't think it's one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't go hand in hand like that. I think that's the only disconnect.
I think the appreciation then in your example that I can understand is if I raised the animal and then I slaughtered it myself.
Yeah.
Then I feel like I'm appreciating and respecting you for
The life that the animal gave in order to.
Then that's when I can see your point.
That's why I'm not against hunters. Like hunters, they eat what they kill, and they respect the animal, and they're like, you know, they appreciate that.
Y'all think about food a lot, man. I just eat it.
I'm doing this intermittent fasting. That's all I could think about.